Okay, so we've installed BuddyBid. Let's go through the settings and get everything up and running with the correct parameters. So we'll go through this bit by bit. First thing you can see here is your account details, your storefront URL. This is really, really important. This URL here is one that you can use to send people directly to your storefront. If they're on a mobile device, it will send them to the mobile version. If they're on the desktop, it will send them to the desktop version. You cannot take the URL from the address bar to send people to your Facebook shop. You want to use this URL, and you can use a service like Bitly, that is bit.ly, and that'll allow you to shorten this URL to something that's much easier to share via social media. Then you want to put the display name of your business. The contact name, this will be shared with people when they purchase an item through your Facebook page. So whatever relevant contact details are, you want to share them there. When you're giving people payment options, if you have PayPal, it's a great way to accept credit cards. You can set up a PayPal account for free, and you simply put in your email address there, and in moments you'll be able to accept credit card transactions through your BuddyBid platform. If you're going to give people the option of paying by bank transfer, then you want to put name and account number in here. DPS, if you use that as a payment method, then just put your username and key. It's another way in which you can easily take credit cards. You want to choose your time zone, obviously, because this will be specific. If you're running auctions, there will be a countdown for the auctions, and it will be synced with your time zone. Whatever currency prefix and the specific currency which you're wanting to use. This is again really important, particularly if you're taking payment via PayPal or another credit card, because people will be charged in that specific currency. The terms and conditions of the application are completely yours to set. We've got some standard ones here which we find in most scenarios. Whenever anyone buys or bids through you, they will be accepting your terms and conditions as well as your privacy policy. So those are the basic settings. Moving on to the advanced settings, this gives you the ability to give your own branding and look and feel to the application. If we enable the header logo, you can replace the BuddyBid brand with your own one. All the details for the size of this image are included. And they do need to be that exact size in order to be uploaded. Once you've got that image created, you just click choose file, upload the relevant one, and it's done. You can add a slogan if you want to. We do track a number of Google and Facebook metrics. If you're running advertisements on Facebook, then you'll want to put in a conversion ID. You can give a conversion value and currency to that as well, which will be tracked whenever anyone clicks through on a Facebook ad. It will trigger that pixel ID and send it back to your Facebook reporting, which is really handy to find out which ads are working the best. You can create custom audiences of everyone who visits your store inside of Facebook. So this will drop a cookie on their computer so you can remarket to them inside of Facebook. We've also got Google remarketing, so you can follow people around the Google display network when they visit your store. And of course your Google Analytics code. You just pop your UE code in there and it will start tracking all the traffic that comes through here. It's really quite simple. There's a question and answer section. So this works rather like the questions on a blog, I guess you could say. So if you have this turned on, people will be able to ask you questions that you can choose to moderate or reply to that's independent from the Facebook comments. You can choose to turn this off if you wish. Moving on to these other account settings, when you run auctions, you can choose to have auto bidding turned on or off. Auto bidding gives people the ability to put in a maximum amount that they want to bid, and then the system will automatically bid on their behalf until someone exceeds their maximum bid. It's really handy for people who don't want to sit watching an auction. We can choose to hide the buy now button when the reserve price is met or when the next bid amount matches or exceeds the reserve price. You can decide whether you want to hide things from search engines so that you won't come up in Google search results. You can hide Facebook comments as well. So by default, people have the ability to comment on anything that you've got for sale that uses the native Facebook comment system, and here you can choose to turn that off if you wish. Shipping address settings. We can capture people's shipping address either when they first place a bid. We can capture the shipping address only for people who are winners when they buy now or when they are a winning bidder. So the first time people bid, they're not required to put in their shipping information. Or we can choose to never ask for their shipping address. If you don't need it, then there's no point in having that turned on. If you are using PayPal, then when people go through with PayPal, they'll have to put in their shipping address, and that information will be captured by the BuddyBid system. So that's also an option. If you have it set to never, but PayPal is a payment option, then we will capture their shipping details when they go to pay. You've got the option of displaying future auctions and future listings. If the start time is in the future and this is set to yes, then those listings will be visible. If the start time's in the future is set to no, obviously they won't be visible. You can choose a number of hours that you want a closed listing to be displayed. Typically it's best for this to be set at 0, but let's say you're running a number of charity auctions and once they're closed you want them still to be visible to the future, particularly for the press to write stories about them, then you might want to leave that visible for 50 or 60 hours after the auction's closed. Auto extend is a great way to make it fair for all bidders. So if someone places a bid, in this case within the last 120 seconds of an auction, it will automatically extend the close time of the auction for an additional 120 seconds. That way, if someone is on a slow internet connection and another bidder comes in and tries to sniper them at the last moment, it will give them a chance to respond and bid in return. The custom bid increments, this is really useful. Depending upon the type of items that you're selling, you may want to have different bid increments. So we can optimize it for the value of the item or the volume of bids. Getting lots of bids is quite a good thing because that means you're capturing lots of data. You don't just have the winning bidder, but you've got all of the underbidder information as well. Value of the sale, the bid increments are going to go up faster, so you'll likely capture less underbidder information, but you may get a higher sales price. And a custom plan, this means that you can choose the threshold range. So up to $100 I might want a bid increment plan of $50, and then up to $1,000 I might choose that to jump up in $100 amounts, and then up to $20,000 I'm going to have it drop down to just $10. So you can completely customize this plan. Your advertisement URL, this is an area at the bottom of the listings where you can drive traffic to any location of your choice. In most cases this will be back to your home web page, and you can upload an image to try and entice them off to whatever location you choose. It's 300 by 250 pixels. When somebody places a bid, is outbid, wins an auction, or buys a listing, they'll get a automatic email from the system that has this header on them, and you can customize that email header to your business so that it looks like they're getting an email directly from you. You can also add a specific footer in there. You can edit the image and the general color settings throughout the application. Most of the time you'll just want to leave all of these image settings alone. It's best if you do. When somebody visits your Facebook store from a mobile, there's an area at the top where you can put in your custom brand image. It's just a little one, 85 by 70 pixels. And there's a mobile introduction as well. So you can say, welcome to our online store. You can give us a call. You might want to put your phone number in there or additional contact details. The share profile. This one is really important, despite the fact that it's the last one on the list here. When somebody visits your storefront, so if we go back to the basic settings, we take this URL here, which is your storefront URL. Let's visit that. And they click on the share button here. It's going to come up with a share profile. So your profile title is where it says demo here, so you can put whatever you like in there and it'll drag it across. The profile description, that's the information which comes in this area here. At the moment there's nothing in there, so it's obviously blank. And then your profile image, we suggest this is 1200 by 630 to render best through the Facebook newsfeed, and that will come up in this area here. So let's just go have a look in the Facebook newsfeed. I'll give you an example. If we come down through here, we're looking for a link post. So this is an example of a link post. Your profile title will turn up here where this bold text is. Your profile description will turn up here where the smaller text is. And your profile image will be this one here, which is 1200 by 630. So that's all of the settings sorted. It should take about 10 minutes to set that all up. You only have to do it once, and then you're good to start creating auctions, creating listings, and selling inside of Facebook.